Welcome to Japan Railway Journal. I'm Hiro Ueno. Today I'm here at Nochi Station on the Geibi Line, which runs between Hiroshima and Okayama prefectures. This small station is nestled in the mountains of Okayama. In areas like this, one common challenge is the limited transportation options after getting off the train. But here, the local city office is working with a taxi company to offer taxi share service. Across Japan, many local train lines are struggling to stay in business. Here on the Geibi Line, they're trying their best to keep the line alive. Now, let's go explore the Geibi Line.
The JR Geibi Line is a 159.1-kilometer line that runs from Hiroshima Station in Hiroshima City to Niimi City in Okayama Prefecture. Near its starting point at Hiroshima Station, rapid trains serve commuters and students. But as the line enters the mountains, passenger numbers fall and service drops to roughly one train every 2 to 3 hours. In 2022, JR West published data on transport density that revealed 30 sections on 17 lines had fewer than 2,000 passengers daily. Among these, the section with the worst cost-to-revenue ratio was reported to be the section on the Geibi Line that runs through the mountainous city of Shobara in Hiroshima Prefecture. With depopulation driven by an aging society and a declining birth rate and the spread of motorization, passenger numbers have continued to fall. At the time the data was released, it cost 25,416 yen to earn just 100 yen in revenue. Still, to support those unable to drive, such as students and the elderly, the local municipalities along the Geibi Line have been striving to keep the railway open by encouraging more people to use it. However, with buses running more often, ridership is still low, and the situation remains severe.
すごい赤字でね。はい。でも存続はしてほしいですね。
やっぱり毎日利用している高校生たちのためにも残ってほしいなと思います。
バスになった時だったらちょっと高くなるので、できれば続いてほしいなと思います。
In October 2023, faced with these concerns, JR West asked the Ministry of Land, Infrastructure, Transport, and Tourism to set up a council to discuss with local governments whether the line should stay open or close.
大量輸送という鉄道の特性をですね、やはり生かしきれてない線区であるという認識のもとにですね、今回こういった再構築の協議会の立ち上げと要請といったことをさせていただいているというところであります。
In January 2024, a council was established to discuss the Geibi Line, focusing on the roughly 68.5-kilometer section between Bingo-Shobara and Bichu-Kojiro stations, where transport density is especially low, including the section with the worst cost-to-revenue ratio. The council includes JR West, local governments along the line, the ministry, and local bus associations.
今よりも地域の皆様にとって便利で持続可能性も高い交通体験の実現に向けた議論をぜひこの場でさせていただきたいというふうに考えております。
日常の利用利便性向上に加え、交流人口の増加や地域産業の活性化など新たな価値や役割を最大限追求してまいります。
The council is expected to conclude within 3 years of its establishment whether to continue the line or switch to alternative transportation.
存続ありきでもない、廃止でありきでもない、その地域の、本当に必要な公共交通、それも30年後、40年後に残すべき公共交通が何かっていうことを話し合う、それを国が促す、そういう役割を担ってます。
After a year of discussions to test how much ridership might increase if added services made the line more convenient, the council decided to run additional trains.
多くなる時期に集中的に実施をするなど、この検証効果が高まる時期に絞って実施するなどの工夫も場合によっては必要ではないかと考えております。
The trial, which began in July and runs through to November 2025, added one additional round-trip service on weekends and holidays to 2 sections bound for Bingo Ochiai Station, one from Hiroshima Station and one from Niimi Station in Okayama Prefecture. On July 19th, the first day of the additional trains, about 50 locals gathered on the platform at Bingo Shobara Station to welcome the 2-car train. At other stations along the line, residents also gathered to cheer on the extra services.
私も時間が許す限りのような感じなんですけど、この旗を振ってとにかくもう生活の一部なのでなくなってほしくない。
I was surprised to hear one section of the Geibi line costs over 25,000 yen just to earn 100 yen.
Yes, that's right. You know, and this situation is actually something that we can see in many other parts of Japan as well. And in those areas, we can find the decreasing number of passengers, which will lead to larger losses on the railway operator, and then which will lead to fewer number of services, and then that will lead to even further decreased number of passengers. So this is a really bad sort of vicious cycle. And to get out of this situation, this special council was set up to discuss the way out.
I see. You know, with losses this high, it seems like a big challenge. Can discussions like this actually help find a solution?
Well, currently the efforts are being put on operating additional trains so that they can collect data on how much passengers will increase and also how much the impact on the local economy will be. And this data will be fed back to the council for the future decision making.
Right. Now let's take a look at the efforts in Shobara City, Hiroshima Prefecture, to increase ridership.
Of the 68.5-kilometer section under discussion, about 70% lies within Shobara City. Shobara City, with a population of roughly 30,000, is surrounded by nature and known for its thriving agriculture, which includes rice and farmed produce. The city has long pursued initiatives to promote train use. Starting in 2021, the city introduced Geibi Line Promotion Days to encourage staff living along the line to use the train. Despite Shobara City office being located near Bingo Shobara Station, most of the roughly 260 staff commute by car. Only a few use the Geibi Line.
「
Now held once a month, the initiative aims to boost residents' interest in using the train by having city employees lead the way.
やっぱり地域を走っている路線ですし、しっかり利用して存続を願っています。
少しでも力になればと思いまして、もうちょっと時間が遅いと朝出るのが楽かな。
To boost Geibi Line ridership further, Shobara City arranged a wrap train featuring images of local landmarks and tourist spots. This wrap train, created from ideas submitted by residents, is known as the Shobara Satoyama train. On the train's first day of operation, some 300 people, including local residents and railway fans, attended the unveiling ceremony. The train is scheduled to run for about 2 years, mainly on the Geibi Line. In addition, as part of a school initiative, high school students in the city take part in cleaning the stations they regularly use.
初めて駅に来た方に対してのおもてなしにもなるので、来た時に駅が綺麗だと来てくれた方もいい気持ちでこの街を散策できたりするので、そのために掃除をしています。
Amid these community-wide efforts, stations along the line have also become more active in promoting train use. This is Bingo Ochiai Station. Opened in 1935, it serves as a turnaround point for trains coming from Hiroshima and Okayama Prefecture. At this station, seen here wearing a driver's uniform, is volunteer tour guide Nagahashi Norio. A former driver, he remembers when this station was a key station on the railway.
This is まさしく要衝の駅として発展してきたわけですが、当時職員が116人という職員がね、これを務めておりまして、やはり中国山脈のど真ん中の中枢な路線として残って生かさないかんというね、そういう思いを強くね、持っております。
In 2025, Bingo Ochiai Station celebrated its 90th anniversary. To mark the occasion, a special event was held on October 5th, timed to coincide with the operation of an additional train service. A large crowd gathers on the platform to welcome the arriving train. Mr. Nagahashi explains the station's history to the visitors. In front of the station, a miniature steam locomotive operates, to the joy of many. Including the roughly 200 people who arrived on the additional trains, around 1,000 people gathered at the mountain station.
ゲイビー線愛されてるなと思ってちょっと嬉しくなりますよね。
2両編成でぎゅうぎゅういっぱいで来られてとてもじゃないが想像以外のねことがね起こるなというね。
At At Shobara City's Tojo Station, events held once or twice a month make use of the vacant spaces in the station and on the platform on days when the additional trains run. The extra trains are greeted by a mini concert performed by local artists on the platform. The events are organized mainly by a local community development group.
行政がね、やはり今本気にやってられますから、それにいかに民間とか普通の一般の団体がね、住民とかが携わって共に一緒にねできるかっていうのが本当に成功する秘訣かなと思ってますね。
While the trains are stopped, vendors are busy selling drinks and bento boxes. Though brief, the train stops are moments for the local community and visitors to connect. Starting in August 2025, in addition to the special weekend and holiday trains for tourists, the council launched a trial service aimed at improving convenience for local residents. The route and schedule of one weekday evening train was adjusted. The last train from Miyoshi, which used to end at Bingo Shobara, now continues to Bingo Ochiai. As a result, the last train from Bingo Shobara bound for Bingo Ochiai now runs later in the evening.
高校生を中心に最後までクラブ活動を行って帰宅できるような便になっていると、効果が現れているんじゃないかというふうに考えております。
Running until December, the tests will discern whether usage by local commuters and students can be increased. In Shobara City, people are taking part in various initiatives inspired by the trial operations to make the most of the Geibi Line.
People are gathering at the station for various events. Could this be a hope for the line?
Well, it certainly is a hope, but we need many, many more of this kind of events, so it still is a challenge.
Right. You know, when I reported on site, local residents happily told me that trains that used to be nearly empty are now much busier on weekends. I really felt their passion for keeping the railway alive.
Yes, those passion or enthusiasm by the local people is really, really important for the railway. You know, that event in which nearly 1,000 people have gathered is actually supported by the Association of Local Businesses and other groups within the local community. I think this kind of active involvement of the local people is quite important for this kind of railways to survive.
Can't agree more. Next, let's take a look at Niimi City's efforts in Okayama Prefecture.
The Geibi Line runs from Shobara City across the prefectural border to Niimi City in Okayama Prefecture. Niimi City has a population of approximately 25,000. With roughly 86% of the area forested, the region is known for forestry and agriculture. In March 2025, Niimi City held a class for elementary school-age children and under to learn how to ride the train. Participants learned the basics of using the railway and proper onboard conduct. Afterward, they bought tickets and rode a train on the Geibi Line. The class aimed to encourage a fondness for railways from an early age.
一緒に電車乗れるのがちょっと嬉しかった。私も電車とか乗ってどっか出かけるのが好きなんで、マナーとかをきっちり守ってそういうのをしてほしいな。
On October 4th, a special service called the Pione train began operation using the added trains. Pione is a type of grape. Passengers on the extra trains were offered grapes, such as Pione, a local specialty, as a treat. On this day, around 30 people boarded the train at Niimi Station to enjoy the taste of the seasonal fruit. The train ran on weekends and holidays throughout October. Niimi City has also been working to improve transportation options for users of the Geibi Line. This reservation-based shared taxi picks up residents who have reserved the same time slot, taking them to train stations, bus stops, medical facilities, and other destinations. The service uses city-owned vehicles, with local taxi companies contracted to operate them. The fare for each passenger is 300 yen per ride. Previously limited to weekdays, the service has been extended to weekends and holidays to coincide with the additional trains.
JR から降りられた方はもうとにかくもう足がないので、以前から要望はあったんですけど、土曜日の動きもお客様乗られたりはしてますんで、成果としてはいいかなと思ってますね。はい。
And on weekends and holidays, making the most of the added trains, a free shuttle bus runs along the line, stopping at major local tourist spots. The bus service, which operates between 2 Geibi Line stations and visits local attractions, including the Koigakupo wetland, is free to use without reservation. By scheduling the bus to run in sync with the additional trains, tourists can transfer smoothly between the two, allowing them to more easily explore the area. Coinciding with the additional trains, Niimi City also launched a free bike rental service at Nochi Station. There are currently 3 electric assist bikes and 2 regular bicycles available. Bike rental requires a reservation. Bikes can be picked up at Nochi Station and returned to other stations nearby.
駅が数カ所ありますけども、やはり町の中心部だったり観光地だったりところとの距離がありますので、そういった点を解消するために二次交通ということで、もちろん観光にも利用していただきたいですし、それから特に周辺住民の方ですね、列車と合わせてですね、さらに利用促進ということで活用していただきたいというふうに思っております。
While the trial of added trains continues, those involved in the Geibi Line discussions are gradually seeing positive results.
増便したことによりまして、増車のチャンスが増えましたので、若干増えているかなというところでございます。
地域にどんな取り組みを残せるか、鉄道になるにせよ、バスに転換するにせよ、どっちの交通になっても経済効果をもたらすことができるようになるので、はい、ということですね。私たちはそれを期待しています。
Meanwhile, one regional transportation expert participating in the discussions is careful to ensure the talks aren't focused solely on transport-related issues.
今鉄道をどうするかって議論をしていると。でもし、仮に鉄道じゃなくて全部バスにしました。じゃあ今度バスの存続どうするんですかっていう議論に10年20年経ったらなりかねないんですよね。でそうすると地域の交通の在り方を考えるにあたってこの先この地域を一体どういうふうに地域づくりをやっていくんですかっていうことを考えなきゃいけないと思っています。
In Niimi City, they are trying to improve connections from the station. In mountainous areas, efforts like these are really important.
Yes, I agree. And this is important not just for the attracting of tourists, but also for the local people because it will improve the convenience.
You know, the additional trains were originally scheduled to run from July to November 2025. But in response to requests from the local governments to extend the service, JR West decided to continue running them until March 2026.
That is a very positive sign. And the ultimately important thing here is the region's survival, really. So if we are to run Geibi Line in the future, we should make full use of it, really, so that it will contribute to the region's survival.
I see. The discussions at the council are expected to reach a conclusion around the end of March 2027.
Whatever the conclusion will be, it will have a very huge impact on other rural railway lines across Japan.
I hope they will come up with a good one.
Definitely.